how a legend get made. Blast off in a brave new world. Bring on the game, changing thing, champs like big. I'm going hard cause I got to have much more. Hold tight, are you ready for the ride of your life?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for a rematch in the Cruiserweight division. Scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds, promoted by Ben Shalom and Boxer, live on Sky Sports. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, here is Anis Taj.
So Anis Taj has embraced the Braveheart moniker, making his way to the ring. He's had a tartan specially designed for this, and he reckons it'll only take 2 rounds. That's what he's been saying during the week. The first fight was stopped a few seconds into round 4 after Viddal opened up that cup with the right hand. And Taj lost by TKO, but he's been looking to avenge it ever since.
Viddal
And in the aftermath of that first fight, I don't think Viddal Riley was really thinking in terms of a rematch. The way he looked at it, he won by perfectly legitimate TKO, which he did. If you open up that cut with a legitimate punch, which is what happened, then that is as clean a method of victory as any. But the consensus always seems to be, when that happens, that the winner has somehow been slightly fortunate and that the loser has been a little bit unlucky. It doesn't really make too much sense. But that's what people generally tend to have in their minds. And of all the options he had available to him, he realised, I think, that this rematch was the best one because there is interest in it. He's been out in America, in New York, doing some work. James Ali Bashir, Andre Rozier has spent some time with him. Father Derek, of course, in the corner there, steering the ship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Cruiserweight rematch is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Mark Bates. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing the blue, green, and white trunks, he stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 14 stone, 4 pounds. He comes to us with a professional record of 7 victories versus 3 defeats, with 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Watford, England, introducing Anis Braveheart Taj! And his opponent, hiding out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with green and gold trim. He stands 6 feet, 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 14 stone, 2 pounds. He comes to us with an undefeated record of 8 victories, no defeats, with 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Tottenham, England. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the realest, Viddal Riley.
Gents, listen, when it's something great, you need to take a step back immediately. Get your punches up, obey my commands, and protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, gentlemen. Touch gloves.
It's been good fun with these two. It was the first time around, and it has been this time around. But make no mistake, they know that this is more than fun and games. They understand the business, the pair of them. But they're aware that the brutal reality of this sport is that the winner here will move onwards and upwards, and the loser will not. So they're scheduled for 8. Viddal Riley in the black, green and gold, and Ace Taj in the green, blue and white. Tartan pattern and those blue boots.
Yeah, and Viddal Riley straight away moving to his right, forcing Taj to move to the right as well. And what a right-hand left combination from Viddal. You see the ring positioning, Viddal moving to the right. Not many fighters do that. Bernard Hopkins used to be brilliant at it, and it's forcing his opponent to move in the direction he doesn't want to go.
It's a smart start, this, from Riley. Landed the right hand there. The jab has worked for him as well. That one didn't quite get there. He's gone up and down with it. Left hand got through there from Taj.
Yeah, Viddal came back with a good right hand and worked the body after that too.
He's had to change trainers since the first fight, Taj. It was Josh Burnham in the corner. Josh unable to work with him. Told him that a couple of days after the fight. There was no problem between the pair of them. It just logistically wasn't possible. So Kieran Duffy has taken over. Nice body work there from Riley. Long right-handed. Taj felt that one. But he's still got his legs underneath him okay. Tries to come back with his own right.
He looks to me like he's been watching videos of Bernard Hopkins. You watch Hopkins move to his right, manoeuvre the opponents in the direction they don't want to go, and he's always in a position to chop his right hand over. Again, lovely right hand work from Viddal.
He's just bombing that right hand in, curling it around the back of the guard, into the side of the head, round about the ear sometimes. Taj trying to double up on the jab there, and again he just throws it. As soon as Riley looked to throw the jab, then he's just scything it over the top. And it's a clear Riley round so far in this opener. He won the first round of their previous fight. Taj got into it in the second. Big right hand again there from Riley, which seemed to land pretty clean. Left hand into the body, and he's letting those hands go. The left hand in around the back of the elbow there, I think might have hurt him a little bit there, Taj. I just saw a grimace.
Yeah, right hand's working really well for Riley. Body shots good too. Taj struggling to really get into this fight.
Took that body shot well there, though, and he's Taj, but that was a dominant round from Viddal Riley. Richard Riancor, it was just been made mandatory by the IBF for their cruiserweight champion, Jay Opataya. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, you see him landing a jab and then moving his head outside the jab. Coming straight through there with the right hand. Snapping the head back of Taj. Yeah, nailing him with that right hand. And you see him getting up to the right all the time, moving that way.
Derek Chisora taking a seat. You see Derek at loads of shows. He gets out to live shows all the time. He'll be in Ben Shalom's ear about something. I'm sure about that. So into round 2, and that was a good opening round there for Viddal Riley, but Anis Taj won't panic. He'll look to try and find a way into this. Just walks onto a left hand there as he tries to get his own jab off. There's that left to the body again from Riley. He's landed 3 or 4 of them now, right on the button. Takes his feet with him nicely there to land that right hand, and he does look very, very sharp. As I said, I don't think he was really thinking rematch after the initial contest. He felt it was a perfectly legitimate, comprehensive win. And he's in here to prove a point, to try and demonstrate to people that he is a level above his opponent here.
Well, he certainly looks 2 or 3 levels above so far. Nailing Taj at will now. Taj, credit to him, showing good solid chin.
Double jab from Riley. A little bit of puffiness around the right eye there, I think, of Taj. They were just a year apart in the amateurs in London, actually, and they almost got matched a couple of times. Riley was a good amateur. Took up boxing young, 6 years old, so, well, some people will know him from his involvement with the influence of boxing, but he's been a legit fighter for a really, really long time, and he's working Taj over a little bit here.
Oh, nailing him again. Beautiful right hand. Walked him onto that one.
Taj just leading with his chin there. Took that one okay, but again, it's the accuracy here from Riley. And Taj trying to come forward again, trying to let that left hand go. I think he knows that he's going to have to do this the really, really hard way. He's going to have to trust his chin and see if he can walk Riley down somehow, see if Riley tires it, the snap goes off his punches, because at the moment, really, that's kind of all he can do. He can't stay out of the way of that right hand, it would seem. And there's some facial damage there.
Again, getting nailed with the right hand.
And finishing on the left hand to the body there as well. He's investing in that body work, and you wonder at what stage might that pay off for him. That's a big couple of rounds in the bank there for Viddal Riley.
Jab working well for Viddal Riley. Right hand is working well. Body shot's good too. And walk him onto that shot. Taking a lot of punishment here now, Taj. Not really landing anything back either.
So if you're Taj, if you're in Taj's corner, what are you saying? Because the only solace he can have here really is that he's taking what Riley has given him, and maybe he can't keep this up forever, and he'll be able to get a foothold in the fight at some point if he can just stick it out.
Yeah, I think you've got to try and keep the pressure on Viddal Riley. Try and make him work at a pace he's not comfortable with, and you know, at a damage limitations kind of mission. You know, take as little as possible while you're making him work. Because you know you're standing back at distance, you're getting teed up on anyway, so you may as well try and get close.
Taj at the start of round 3, just trying to work behind that jab if he can. Right hand comes through from Riley as Taj comes forward, but he's trying to stay compact, but he gets his head snapped back by the jab there 2-3 times, and a right hand from Riley. He's very compact, very organised. Viddal Riley. When he's on point, he is anyway, and he's definitely been on point so far tonight. Good double jab, that. Varied the height of it with the second one. Kind of jabbed the glove almost and then came up slightly with the second one and got through. Just looking to dig his toes in on that right hand there, Riley. I would say in this third round, he's kept it at range a bit more. He's mainly used that jab. I'm not saying he's taking a round off necessarily, but he did put a lot into those first two. Just trying to control this one with the lead hand for the most part, but digging his toes in a couple of times there when he felt he needed to, and now getting to work a bit more.
Yeah, he's very dominant here, so he wants to just keep an eye on the energy levels as well. He wants to, doesn't have to win the rounds massive. You're only going to win them 10-9 anyway. So, yeah, it's I mean, he's in control. He's dominant. It is an 8-round fight, and Taj hasn't looked like buckling just yet. So I think it's still a case of bagging the rounds, softening Taj up, but also at the same time keeping a little bit back, conserving a bit of energy for the full, in case this does go the full 8 rounds.
Both of them aiming right hands, neither one of them landed. Heading into the final 30 seconds of round 3. And he's controlled this round, Riley, as I said, mainly with that lead hand, but he's put the 1-2 together and the left hand to the body like he did there when he's needed to. Left hook there as he spins around his front foot. Good finish to the round. Jamie TKV down at ringside in the house to have a look at Fraser Clark, and if Fraser does get the win, I'm sure he'll be doing his best to get up in the ring and see if he can become his next opponent. He's been chasing that fight for a good while. So into round 4 here, Viddal Riley 3 rounds up, and he's Taj still in there, still working, trying to keep that shape, keep those gloves up. As Matt said, he's not really looked like buckling at any point yet, but it's just been difficult for him to really take too much encouragement from what's happened, because he's just not really managed to land much.
No, and I don't think he's been, forcing a pace on Viddal that he's uncomfortable at either. I think he still, to me, looks totally in control, totally in his comfort zone.
That was better from Taj. Got the right hand through and did again there, and that was a good shot. That right hand over the top is something that he does throw well, and Taj is looking to step on Riley a bit here. That will have encouraged him. Got another one through round the back of the guard. Riley dropping his hands and nodding his head.
Yeah, much better from Taj. That'll give him a massive confidence booster, which he will have needed. First success really of the fight. Good right hand from him, and now he's starting to get a bit closer and have more success. So this will definitely spur him on, and the crowd shout too.
Well, that was exactly what he needed. And it was a significant blow that landed too. Good straight right hand that gets through again there from Taj. And this is a big round for him. And this is the foothold in the fight that he needed. Halfway through it now.
He needed a big round, Taj, and he's having one here, landing some good shots. Riley coming back.
Riley with a good left hand into the body, but I think one has slipped a little bit low there. Taj's back was to us, so we didn't get a great look at it. The first one looked okay to me. The second one, I think, wasn't, and he'll be given some time to just recover. And he's Taj here. You can't have as much as 5 minutes. It very rarely goes that long, and he is going to be okay to continue. And a breather on a night like this, outside of the minute in between rounds, is not necessarily a bad thing for either of them, although that will have been painful. And in the context of how the round was going, Taj probably didn't really want that, did he? Because it might stall his momentum.
Yeah, exactly. He was having his best spell of the fight. Gives Viddal now a chance to kind of regroup.
But it was that punch, that kind of slingy roundhouse overhand right almost, that did some good work for Taj in the second round of their first fight. Riley, though, coming back here, sets his feet. Combination to the body, left hand lands, and Taj sags into the ropes. Gets back to his feet. The referee has a good look at him, wipes those gloves off. He's getting a few more seconds here. Sends him to the neutral corner. And he's talking to him still here. And that took a really, really long time, because he got up by the count of 8, but he would have had another 8 there. Combination comes in, as does the towel, and Viddal Riley has closed the show in emphatic fashion in this 4th round. He was under the cosh himself in the first half of it, but then he got Anis Taj going. The referee allowed him a long time to recover from that first knockdown. Maybe should have stopped it there and then, but as soon as Riley started to tee off, in came the towel, and that was impressive.
I think what was so impressive by Viddal Riley tonight was, yeah, he was in control, and then Taj answered him back, came back, had his best phase of the fight, and then Viddal found another gear, another level, hurt him, rocked him, dropped him, and then closed the show. Really, real impressive style. And you know, Taj showed a good chin and big heart to stay in there and to come back after 3 torrid rounds. But Viddal answered him with another level, just, you know, even again, matched him and came even higher.
That initial knockdown was heavy, and as he was sinking down the ropes right above us, he aimed another big uppercut, perfectly legitimately, which missed, and it was a good job that it did, because if that had connected, I'm not sure what would have happened. Anthony Yarde enjoyed that one down the ringside with Tunde Ajayi. Plenty of faces here at York Hall. A vibrant London scene, particularly around light heavyweight and cruiserweight, and a good crowd in the house as well. Just milking the applause there, Viddal Riley. And he's heartbroken, and he's Taj. He's put everything into this. But this is a brutal, brutal old game, and let's see if we can have a look at the finish.
Yeah, body shots. Really good, the right hand, the right hook there. Ooh, left hook. Lucky that one missed him. I would have took his head off.
It absolutely would have. And he was just half complaining to the referee about a couple of punches that he thought were low. You see him there, he's looking at the referee, he's complaining to the referee, he got hit with the right hand, and then he gets hit with a left hand that he literally didn't see, because he really wasn't looking. He slips down the ropes, and this is the one I was talking about. The uppercut that missed, and I'm glad it missed.
Yeah.
Look at Andy Scott in the background there.
He would have landed on me.
But he was up against it in the first half of the round, and there's the follow-up, and in came the towel, and it was the right thing to do.
But you know what, as well, he wasn't looking, but he protected himself at all times. He shouldn't have been looking at the referee. You know, Morin, they weren't low, they were good body shots, they were borderline, you know, at worst.
But he got in nice and quick there, Mark Bates, and that was, as we said, that was clinical. He boxed a really good 3 rounds. Taj got to him in the first half of the 4th, but then he provided the answer. Okay, let's go to Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Bates calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 36 seconds of round number 4, declaring your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Viddal Riley!
Congratulations and well done. There's a lot to pick through there. That was probably a rematch that you felt you didn't have to take, and ground you didn't feel that you had to go over again, but there was probably a lot to take from that. A fight that you were well on top of, and then we've seen that chin checked for the first time, and then probably one of the knockouts of the year.
Oh yeah, it was a good fight. He's as tough as I knew he would be, you know what I mean? Like, I know one shot ain't gonna do him. It's an accumulation. I have to stay patient, and he's always looking to do damage. Even when he's hurt, he's looking to do damage. So you got to be alert at all times. But what we've been practicing in camp, I executed, and I won in more convincing fashion today than I did in February.
With that convincing message that you're trying to send, I just wonder, you and your dad, you spoke about it previously, bad intentions and punching with bad intentions. Certainly through the first three and then the finish, there was evidence of that.
Yeah, you know, we're here to entertain the people. At the end of the day, people don't want to see fighters that are cruiserweight picking and poking for 12 rounds. They want to see finishes. We train to create finishes, and we're getting them. So, yeah, I'm very happy. I know my dad's happy, and
too happy, didn't I?
the chase.
A water bottle nearly took a few heads off there.
The emotions run high. A lot went on before the fight, and like, emotions just run high. So I apologise for that, Eddie. Sorry.
I think we could see it wasn't intentional, even though where it landed up. Let me just ask you, look, it's the hurt business and you're on this learning trajectory. You're going to get hit. That's the first time we see you get hit. You know, how was it?
I thought the first time was February. This would be the second time. That's why we're here. But getting hit the second time was more than the first time. I'll be honest. It was more than the first time. But I just know the rules. I'm studying the game. I'm learning the game. So when it happened, I had game plays to go straight into. And as you saw, I went into them and got the finish the same time.
We've labelled you things in the past, but that's 4 straight knockouts now. So do we start calling you not a box puncher, but a knockout artist?
Yeah, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of knockout artist. We're on the chase for some titles by the end of the year, preferably the English.
Yeah, that was my final question. Is that the game and the aim now, titles by the end of the year?
Yeah, I'd like the English title by the end of the year.
Brilliant. We'll look forward to it. Well done.
Thank you.